Hello, not to start with an apology, but we are back with another reaction video, and that is because the original queen of pop for many zillennials and millennials, Miss Hilary Duff, has released her comeback album about a week ago when you guys are watching this, but just a couple days ago when I am recording this. I have been waiting. Her tour has been announced. There is widespread enthusiasm for it. She also did a run of shows a few months ago. Those went really well. She has titled this album Luck or something. She's kind of talked about it, and that's like the cheeky, cute answer to the question she often gets asked of how she has stayed so like normal and sane through being a child star all the way up to this point in her life today. And Luck or something is a kind of like diplomatic but kind of cheeky answer that she gives to that question. And like kind of the implication in that statement is that there's like a lot going on in that ... or something, and some of that is coping through and suffering through and dealing with situations and times that didn't feel so lucky or that did in the moment, and you maybe see them in a different light now. This album is written by her and created with her husband Matt, who is a singer, songwriter, and producer, and so she's talked about that being an interesting part of the process. But she's also mentioned how like there is meaning to her. This is a very like Taylor Swiftian thing to say. There's meaning to her in being the one to write your songs and tell stories about your life and your feelings and your experiences through your songwriting, and she really values that in her work, and she wouldn't have wanted to come back any other way. And I just love like our girl. She hasn't changed a bit, and I'm just so incredibly excited to hear the rest of this album. I've already heard the singles Mature and Roommates. They really do feel like a fresh, progressed version of what she was giving back in the early 2000s. Like, this girl is girly pop, and she like is proud of that and loves that, and has like a little bit of an alternative edge to her. She just has such a like light and excitement and a love to her for this album and for like being back in the spotlight. And she doesn't like, she has such a healthy, I feel like, relationship with her past, and she relates to it in the public eye in a way that's neither irritating nor sad and disappointing. I feel like she has like a decent, happy relationship with like the characters that she's portrayed in her past movies and her past work and her past music, to where she can celebrate and enjoy it with the people who are celebrating and enjoying it now, but also to continue to evolve and create and be the person she is now, to where that she's not completely just resting on the nostalgia factor, if that makes sense. I feel like she's really struck a difficult balance, and I love that she has written this album about her life and times now and since, because I feel like that allows us to continue the story. You know, it doesn't make it so that her story begins and ends, you know, back in the 2000s, 2010s. It allows it to continue up until now, so that we hopefully can continue with more albums to come. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let us begin listening to Luck or Something by Hilary Duff. It is a cute 37 minutes and 49 seconds long, with 11 tracks, of which Hilary is a writer on every single one. She also has released limited edition variants with like re-recordings of some of her like most popular old songs, namely Wake Up So Yesterday, What Dreams Are Made Of, Sparks, Come Clean, Why Not, and With Love. Also strung pics, which I think is really, really cool, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I have discovered that I really like reading the lyrics when I listen to these, so that's what we're gonna do. Weather for Tennis is an interesting title. It makes me immediately think of the song Tennis from Lily Allen's album.
I'm a seasoned apologist for the people who I love. I'm an amateur psychologist, key to everyone's handcuffs. But how I won't anymore, and put the ball in your court.
Ah. Ooh. This sounds very much like mature. Like I hear mature in this already. This sounds like the breaking down of a relationship. I can tell the type of music Hilary likes. She likes boppy poppy, sunroof open, windows down songs, or like run through a wall, energetic, slightly edgy, give it some electric guitar pop. And I can't disagree. What I want from this song now is for it to like progress. Don't just keep giving me little details about this relationship. Give me them, but like allow it to culminate. I like the vibe. I like the vibe a lot, and I would like to listen to this during the summer.
I can know it's all insecurity, and then still take you personal. I can't think much.
Relatable.
So I don't pretend instead. Guess we can argue until dinner time.
A therapy session from her like first relationship, whose name I don't remember, that she got divorced from, the middle to end of that relationship, with a nice summery beat behind it. Oh, we got a bridge. We got a bridge. We got a bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I like this. We really love to use batshit. I feel like, I feel like batshit's been on the rise in pop culture for at least 4 to 5 years now, and I like to see it. I'm pro batshit, but I'm detecting it coming up lyrically more often. I kind of wish Roommates had been the first song. I liked the song. I liked it. I guess I question why it was the opening. It feels like a track 3 or maybe somewhere in the middle, but I didn't dislike it. I think I will listen to it again. Yeah, I just wish there was a little more substance. I wish there was a little bit more meat. I wish there was a little bit more of a narrative arc, but it's a bop and it's fun and I enjoy it. I'm not sure that's what Hilary is going for, though. I have to say, I'm not sure that there is a narrative arc in Mature or Roommates. I think I just really liked them. So that's definitely something to take under consideration. The second track is Roommates, and I have already listened to it, but I will happily listen to it again and give my thoughts. Oh, I feel that. That's such that's why, okay, so one of the reasons I love Taylor Swift is that there's so many lyrics that she has that I love just by virtue of the fact that like she distills a feeling so well into like 1 or 2 lines, and physical affection goes a long way with me. I don't want to quietly resent you. I just want the easy fix. When you like just want your person back and you're like, if you would just like hug me and give me a kiss and be like, I'm sorry, like I want to be okay. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't want to sit here all angry. I just want it to be okay. So can you come here? Can you come here and be sweet, please? I'm like, I can't say anything to you, but I would like you to do that. I still can't decide how I feel about the lyric, but life is lifing and pressure is pressuring me. Let me know your thoughts, please. There's a very millennial part of me that's like, I feel that. And then there's another part of me that's like, girl, we couldn't have spent 2 more minutes to be like, we're gonna do life is lifing and pressure is pressuring. Why don't we maybe just pick one word to repeat? But is there impact in repeating it twice? Is there impact in repeating twice? I don't know. This has the same it's not exactly the same, of course. And like Cruel Summer has so many like layers to it now. Sorry, my dog really wants to become part of this video. The way that like Cruel Summer, listen, they're not the same. They're not the same whatsoever. And like Cruel Summer has so many like layers and lore and like history to it now at this point, in terms of like just like emotionally and like in connection with the Eras Tour. But the way that it gives you the vibes of like new relationship, like jitters and adrenaline and excitement, but also like fear, and it's being stung from this perspective of when things are like dark and hard and like upsetting, and you're like thinking about like those like beautiful innocent like early relationship times, because like the feeling is the same whether you're like 22 or like 42. Like that beginning of the relationship, like back of the car, making out in the bar feeling is the same. And so this like captures that and like the darkness and the fear and like holds them next to each other and does it in such like a sweet, relatable way with a beat and a production that is very fun and summery. And I do think this whole album's probably gonna have that vibe, which I do really like, and I think Hilary likes too. And she's totally like, there's so many like references to like complex relationship dynamics here too. Like I know that I could do this thing that would fix it, but like I don't want to have to like tell you that and be like, okay, I'm gonna be the one to fix this. I'm gonna like take the action. Like I want you to take the action. I want you to want to take the action, and it's not that hard. So can you just please? I want my like fun best friend, like lover, roommate, everything back. She's like, that's one thing that I did remember thinking when I first listened to this song, is that she's like an adult. And she's like giving you head in the back of the dive bar, knees hitting the floor, alone with porn because you don't want to be with me, and that sucks and that hurts, and like help. There's something very like adult and vulnerable about it, and I feel like these were like conscious decisions, and I respect her for them. I love this bridge. I want to stay your new girl. I feel that. I want to be your shiny new hot girlfriend always. Please. Thank you. I don't want to be something that's like old and that you fight with and that you're like kind of tired of and like thinking about getting rid of, and like you like get upset every time you look at me. I want to be like your new cute, exciting, fun, happy, hot girlfriend that all your friends love, and I'd like to be that forever. Please. Thank you. That is the life I would like perpetually. And I have been that for the entirety of a relationship, but like the relationship is ended. So people who have been in, people who are married, I think it's possible, but I'd like some proof. Track 3 is We Don't Talk, which has been confirmed by Hilary to be about her sister. And she was asked if she thought it would make a difference if her sister heard it, and she said probably not, like at this point. See, I'm just very curious about the contents of this song and like what happened, because I don't actually know what happened between Hilary and Hilary Duff. I just know that like they do not speak to each other, and I have known that for like a couple years. So I would love some insight into her side of like the emotional situation, but also like her side of like what exactly occurred. But also, that's not tea I have a right to. That's not tea I have a right to. So I guess we'll find out. Interesting. Wait, that's such a sad way to start this song. Not even sure what it was about. If I did something different, would you feel something different? Would you at least let me hear you out? Wow, so she just straight up like is like, I'm done with you. I do not want to speak to you. We are done. For like some reason, and has like decided to like separate herself. I don't know, I'm inferring a lot, but that's a lot in like a first short little verse. Like that's very revealing. I don't know how I feel about that lyric. That's a little weird. A different combination but the same lock. Okay. Aww. And it sounds like they don't, like, it's not spoken about how, like, the sisters don't talk either. Like, they don't discuss that within, like, their family either, which makes me sad.
No more sentimental overlap. And if it's caused you
Emotional eviction. Okay, yeah, no, that's what the first verse implied. Like, she's been emotionally evicted from Haley's life. No more sentimental overlap. So, like, the things that they had in common that they shared from their past, like, she's, like, refusing to, like, acknowledge and, like, be a part of. And if it's because you're jealous, it feels like she's really, like, here's the thing. I feel like it's hard for two people to be estranged and for one of them to truly have absolutely no idea what happened. I do think it happens, though. And I'm willing to give Hilary the benefit of the doubt. It really sounds like she's, like, not 100% sure here. Like, it sounds like one of those things where, like, Haley was just distancing herself and, like, probably said something vague, like, I think it's best for me if we just have some more space in our relationship or whatever, and then basically just, like, broke things off. It just kind of, like, lays cold now, and she, like, doesn't know what to do and, like, doesn't know how to, like, speak to her without coming off as, like, pushy. I don't know, I'm like running with this a lot, but, like, from what she's saying, like, it feels like a really, like, empty void that Hilary is looking into in terms of, like, what specifically is on her sister's mind in terms of why they do not speak. And I find that really interesting. Aww.
come from the same home, the same lay it down. So sick of being so sad about we don't talk and you won't talk about it.
I feel bad feeling like I can, like, stop these songs like 30 to 45 seconds before they end, because they are just kind of gonna, like, repeat, layer a little bit, and then, like, fade out. But I need to, like, give them a chance and, like, listen till the end of the song in case something interesting happens. I might be surprised. I like this, like kind of chime sound. I feel like this sounds, like, offensive, but I actually really don't mind the Girl at Home remix, and I feel like I will listen to that song in the same way that I listen to the Girl at Home remix, when I just want something repetitive and boppy to just kind of, like, listen to and be, like, a nice upbeat background noise. I liked that. Next track, Future Tripping.
I do that.
It's when in a relationship you have a life that you know you want. You know, you have dreams and goals and aspirations that include a relationship. And so future tripping is when you are in the earlier stages of a relationship and you're imagining things that are much later down the road and exactly what they'll look for, and allowing it to fill you up with joy and hope for the relationship you're in right now when you don't have enough of a foundation to be wanting those things yet. And so, like, in that way it's, like, a little toxic, but it's also, like, really fun and joyful and hopeful and, like, feels good, and, like, I do it a lot, and I'm, like, trying to, like, pace myself a little bit more with that habit. And maybe Hilary is too, I don't know, we'll see. I do feel like she's been pretty, like, honest to a point. Like, the things that she said, she's very much been willing to say frankly, but she's also, like, she's not spilling everything. Like, she's not, like, the last text that was sent between her and her sister is not in the lyrics to this song, you know? 80s.
Kiss me on the lips with your eyes open, itching. It's enough to send me off on a future trip.
Wait, this is such an early relationship anthem. I feel that, and that's enough to send me off on a future trip. Are we having enough sex? Are there exes that you miss? And am I going to nail you to a cross on some bogus shit? I feel that when you're, like, in a happy early stages of relationship and you're like, oh no, something terrible has happened, we need to fix that, we need to fix it right away, and you kind of, like, freak out over something that's, like, kind of not that big. I'm not dying, but also I'm dying. Anyone who's ever been in the early love stages of a relationship, you know, she gets us. Hilary gets us. She's always gotten us, and that's why we love her.
I'm worried about
There's a playfulness and an honesty to this that's giving Sabrina Carpenter. Like, why could I see Sabrina doing a version of this song? Not this song exactly. I think the lyrics would be a little different, but there's a vibe about this that's giving Sabrina Carpenter in the best way. I'm dead. And now she's like, is this how this is going to end? Is this what we're going to look like in 2028? Or is this what we're gonna look like in 2028? Will the dream have happened or will the disaster have happened? Frozen and Tomorrow Vision. Here today, but kind of missing out. I liked that one. I liked that one a lot. I think of the ones that I hadn't heard yet, that's probably my favorite. I think I want like one more like vignette of like, because I like the laps around the house, like happy zoomies, and like you listen to songs like this while you're driving to like get the happy energy out. I want like one more like relatable, like happy zoomies, like early relationship, future tripping, happy butterflies adrenaline vignette image here. I think that if you give me that, the song would be perfect. Please and thank you. Okay, track 5 is called Growing Up. I have yet to hear a song around the themes of growing up that's not just very nostalgically sad. And if that is the case, then this would be following the Taylor Swift like track 5 trend of having the like deep like tearjerker as track 5. So let's see. I'm gonna predict this is like gonna be like one of the like 1 or 2 slower ones, but let's see. Slow, but not super slow. Not terribly slow. Sing. This is the song that has, this is the song that has a bunch of other writers. So for most of them, it's just her and her husband and maybe like 1 or 2 other people. This is her, her husband, and 4 other people, which is interesting. It's probably just like a line or 2, but I don't know. Aw. Oh, this isn't sad. This is sweet. This is low-key like, it's nice to have a friend if it's nice to have a friend was a good song. Also, and I mean this complimentary, could be a really good theme song to a like Lizzie McGuire like esque like teen preteen show. It's giving the theme song like to the new Degrassi. Are they still doing Degrassi? I kind of hope they're not. This also has like an early Taylor Swift quality to it. Like it just like, it harkens back to like the way you talk when you're a teenager, the way like, it's girlhood. Like there's such a girlhood here, and it really like shines and gives the song such a wonderful quality that I feel like was on purpose and like was achieved so well. I'm actually really excited for the rest of the song, and I'm like halfway through it. That hasn't happened yet. That hasn't happened yet. I really, this song like has surprised me. I want to listen to this like driving back from like a long day with like a friend. Like we went like rafting or we went to like the lake and we're like tired and like hungry and we're going to get food. And like this is the song that's playing. Ugh. Friends, girls, girlhood, memories. Yay, I like this song. I like this song a lot. This makes me happy. Okay, track 6, The Optimist. Ooh, I feel like this is like a warning. Ooh, different sound. I like it. I really like this. This stands out. This has a different sound. I was really worried. Okay, here's the thing. I really like the sound of this album. I want some variation here to the sound, and this song sounds like it's going to give it to me, and I'm very excited already. Ooh. Shit. This is like spooky, folksy country. Ooh, I've been there. She got him. She just straight up said it. She wasn't even, there's no metaphor. She said, I wish my father would really love me. Go, Hilary. Thank God you can do more than like one thing. Not that I haven't liked the songs this far, but they've been very similar vibe-wise. It's giving Safe and Sound meets the Albatross, but also like emails I can't send, but also like its own thing, and I really like it. I liked that. We needed a change in the vibe. We needed a change in the tone. It was important. It was necessary. We have 4 unheard songs left. We have 5 total, but one of them is mature, and I've heard that many times, and I do like it, but it does really just fit very much. I don't want to say all these songs sound the same because they don't, but they're not completely unique enough to not run together. Theme-wise, they're all very different, and I really appreciate that, and I feel like each one has had a very distinct thing to say. I wish that they sounded more distinct and more different. It just feels like the same person produced all of them, and I think that like he did, and I think it was her husband, so like I think that's why. And I don't dislike it, I just like I want some more variety and spice, and this song definitely added that, and so I really appreciate it. You from the Honeymoon, not me. I literally can't see the word honeymoon and not think of Lana Del Rey. Okay, we're back to the poppy techie. This matches what we've heard so far. Okay, so this is her first marriage. I like these lyrics. Okay. I'm already a little bored. I am picky about a short second verse followed by a short bridge and then a double repeated chorus and fade out. I feel like those are the type of songs that I feel like I've heard the entire song by the second chorus, because I like kind of effectively have, unless there's like a bridge that's like really worth sticking around for. And most songs are structured this way. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that it sticks out to me as predictable when I'm listening to an album where every single song is structured that way. There's no variance in lyric or melody between the choruses and the verses. I feel like I know what I'm going to hear, and the lyrics are not intriguing, clever, or engaging enough for me to be okay with there being maybe not as many of them as there maybe could be. And there are songs like Espresso. Espresso has that exact structure. It's incredibly repetitive. The beat of Espresso and the punch that the lyrics pack, because of just how like silly and catchy they are, makes up for the lack of protein in the song structure. You feel me? You feel me?
Another song I think about with this is Glad You Came by The Wanted, which is such a, like, I feel like you had to be in like high school or college when that came out to like get it. But if you were, that song has so few lyrics. It's so repetitive. It effectively has like one verse and a chorus and that's it. But it is so goddamn catchy and such a like 2016 era like party banger that it's okay that it just repeats and repeats, because it makes up for that with the quality of what it's repeating and repeating. You feel me? Like a song has to reach like an overall quotient, and like Espresso, like I said, super repetitive, but the lyrics are quirky, funny, and catchy, and the melody is super catchy. The beat of it is super catchy. It's super danceable. There are all of these things it has going for it, so it kind of doesn't matter that it's repetitive. You almost sort of want it to be.
Or like, I'm a big fan, I think that like variance in chorus lyrics, progression of chorus lyrics, huge fan of that. Huge fan of like connection and progression and variance in verse lyrics. I'm really a big fan of a full second verse, something that really takes what we had in the first verse and really like builds upon it and continues it, instead of like, we made a cake in the first verse and now we're gonna make another cake over here in the second verse. Those two cakes better be equally intriguing and they better be related, you know, in some way, if that's what we're gonna do. This has been me ranting about song structure, and I think I did it because I just am afraid that this isn't going to be like an album that I'm like obsessed with and jumping up and down over. And it's not because the songs aren't good, it's because I feel like they are just a little repetitive but don't contain the melodic strength for me to settle into and appreciate that repetition, and almost contain the lyrical strength for me to be okay with it, but not quite. I do really like some of her lyrics. I really like the way she writes, and I'm very, very interested to continue to hear more from her. And I will continue to listen to a handful of songs from this album, and who knows, like my feelings may ebb and flow, and I'm certain ones will grow on me. I feel like we're learning like little flashes and tidbits about how like toxic and upsetting her first marriage was, which is really quite heartbreaking when you think about like her kids and everything she went through. Holiday Party. I'm very interested in this song because this could be about a lot. There's just a lot that's like, I don't know, there are relationship dynamics, there are family dynamics, there are like class and like wealth and like neighborhood and social dynamics that go into holiday parties. Oh, hello? Why did I think my computer was broken for a second? Why does this sound like an old Hilary Duff song already? Why do I feel like this could have come out in like 2006? Okay, I'm really liking this. Continue. Oh, never mind. She wouldn't have said that in 2006. Oh.
I'm sorry.
What does this have to do with the holiday party? I really like the sound of this song though. I like that line. I'm another victim of the holiday party. Damn. Okay, this is about like paranoia and jealousy and like cheating at a holiday party. Oh my god, classic. Okay, I love the sound and production of this song. There's like a darkness and an echo to it that I really am into. Like the production like mirrors the agitated emotional state of the song because it's this like floating echo ethereal thing where like you're almost in a fever dream, and then there are these like jolts of static and like pulses of like electricity, and it's like upsetting and like ruining like the normal order of things.
I'm back at it again,
Questioning my belief in the good guy. That is something you do after the end of every relationship. You're like, do the good ones exist? I thought they did for the majority of this relationship, but it turns out that one sucked too. So are there good ones? I don't know. Why? Okay, why is it giving I hate you, I love you, I hate that, I love you, don't want to, but I can't. What is that song? It's giving that song. Wait, is this about like an actual person whose name was on a marquee? See, the reason that one felt long, even though it wasn't long, it was only 3.5 minutes, was because of how repetitive it was. But I enjoyed it and I had fun, and so it's like kind of okay. Why do I see myself listening to this in December and like jamming out to this song about being cheated on at the holiday party? The next song is Mature. I love Mature. I had a reaction video to it when it first came out, if you wanted to check it out. But now that it's had time to like sit and marinate, and Roommates also came out, I would have to say, I don't know which one I like more. I would say right now I listen to Roommates more, but just because it came out more recently. I love the production on the chorus of Mature. I love the writing. There's just a lot there lyrically. I don't feel like it ever like rests and does like the easy thing. I feel like it really is like full effort all the way through, and I find that just really engaging and great and amazing. And it was an amazing, like really hopeful like first comeback single for her. And I feel like Tell Me That Won't Happen, if it's most predictably, it's a like, don't let this second marriage be like my first marriage. Like, tell me this is not going to break down in any similar or different ways. But I would love to be surprised. Okay, same vibe, same general area sound-wise immediately. Continue.
I know you better than your mirror and shadow. I know how often you don't call your mom. Some first times like we still got 'em.
Oh, okay, so this is like, tell me that like we're not gonna get stale. Like, tell me that like we can still like find newness in each other and in this relationship. Aww. Ooh, I like this. I think that puts voice to a fear that a lot of people have, even if they're like in a happy relationship. They're like, has the best past? Have all the most exciting moments happened and we're just kind of like on the downhill now? Cause yikes. Aww. When that like guitar riff came in, I feel like I've heard that before. I like this. It's a little grocery story, but I like it. It's like almost like Walk the Moonie, but like not quite. And like almost Bleachers-y, but not quite. I liked that. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I liked it. It was the sentiment's very relatable, and I think puts definite words to something that a lot of people feel, no matter what age they are. And then I also love the idea that she wrote this with her husband in the room. I feel like that's so like, I don't know, I feel like writing this album together was probably very good for their relationship. It's so weird. She sounds exactly the same as she did when she was like 15. Like her voice sounds the same. It's wild. Are we 80 years proof? Are we really immune? I think is my favorite lyric in that song. Okay, this is the last track, and it is the track that she said that the title was from, Adult Size Medium. God, what is it? There's a way that her voice is processed. There's like a slightly echoey way her voice is processed that like it sounds the goddamn same like every time a song starts, and it drives me like a little crazy.
We were 23 and horny.
A lot about our first marriage here, which is like fair. Like it's a lot to process.
Slowly repeating, I'm a bad bitch. What's happening?
This is so real.
Fucking funny. It never got tired or boring.
I love this.
I'm holding on holes, hoping it don't size me, you know. The 20-year-old me still
Oh, fuck.
I'm waking up to a dream sequence.
Shit.
Sometimes I can't. Was any of it worth it?
Oh, fuck. It's like you have a shirt that you've had, and I have shirts like this from when I was like 18 or in college or like younger, and like I don't know, like the person, and I have pictures of me in them, and like that person is a different me, and like it's weird, I almost don't recognize her. That is one thing I feel like she's done a really good job of on this album, is like picking at feelings that a lot of people past the age of like 25 have or start having, or people who have been through their first really big, bad adult heartbreak have. She's doing a really good job of putting words to those feelings and backing them with her own experience and not being generic about it, and I really appreciate that, and I've had a really great time listening to that, and like that is why I think I will return to these songs in this album for now, but also like when I want to hear like this specific Hilary sound, because it's a sound I like, it just doesn't change or evolve a ton throughout the album. It does a little bit, and it turns and shifts a little bit. I would like it to do some more rotations, and I'd like to see more sides, because I feel like there's more there. I feel like she has more juice. I feel like she has more to give, and you can tell by these lyrics, like they're good and they're interesting. I just want mas. I really like this song so far though. This is one of my favorites.
It's sinking in, I'm sinking in, I'm sinking.
Fuck. This song's gonna give me an existential crisis.
Really don't know how I got here. I'm waking up to a dream sequence.
I actually might have a breakdown right now.
Sometimes I can't see me in it.
And the fact that it's Hilary Duff, like a childhood hero, like singing this, I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm gonna lose my mind. This is her You're on Your Own kid. Was it like or something? Ah! Title mentioned. And so good, and such a good title drop.
Was it luck or something? Was it luck or something?
Beautiful title drop. Beautiful title drop. Wow, I loved that one. That one stood out. The Optimist stood out. Holiday Party stood out. Future Tripping didn't stand out. I just really liked it. Roommates, I don't think stood out. I just really liked it. And I think Mature stood out. Is it bad to say I just want her to work with someone other than her husband? Because I like this sound that she clearly likes. I just want to see more facets of it, because I know they're there. Like I detect more with her lyrics because they're already good. I think they can be perfect. And I wish that the production was more varied. Like all of the songs that I didn't list when I was listing the ones that stood out, I wish that we had found a way to make them production-wise really truly like sonically different but related to the other songs. Like Folklore all sounds the same, but all the songs don't sound the same, and her voice doesn't sound the same in all of them, but they all are kind of in the same area. That's what I'm talking about. She clearly knows what she likes, and I really like respect that, and I enjoy it. I just kind of would like to see more facets, more ingredients and more flavors in the pot. Let me know what your favorites and your least favorites were, and what your reaction to this album was. What were your shocks and disappointments, your rose and your thorns, if you will. We will be back with a ranking, don't you worry. We have to give it time to simmer. You know, there has to be like a decent gap between the release and the listening and like the ranking. We really need to be like settled in to like our feelings. Our next video will not be a reaction video. We'll have another video between this one and our reaction to the Harry Styles album, which is coming out in a mere couple weeks. I think it'll just be like a week or a week and a half by the time you see this, which is crazy. So definitely subscribe if you would like to be here for that. If you would like to join me for other videos on this channel, sometimes there are 2 videos a week. Usually there's only 1, but sometimes there are 2. If you would like to see them, feel free to subscribe. Stick around, give this video a like if you did like it. Go watch some of the videos in the backlog if you are interested in these Swiftie poppy type of things. Thank you so very much again for being here, and I cannot wait to see you very soon in the next one. Mwah.